Welcome to the next video in my DG Lab Coyote 3 series, and in this one we're going to be talking about Bipolar Electrode B, which is an electrode only available as part of the kit. You can't buy this individually. And let me tell you all about it, what I think about it, its pros and cons, so let's get to it. Let's get straight down to business. This is a bipolar electrode. It's not too girthy, it's not too big. It's a Goldilocks electrode. You know, some of you are going to find it too small, some are going to find it too large, and some are going to find it just right. Let's go to close-up cam and have a good look at it. So this electrode comes in the same soft leatherette storage box that the butt plug came in. The indicating tag on this one tells you that it's the bead version of the butt plug or vaginal plate electrode. Comes in this nice little storage case, which is secured with a zip. And inside that you will find the electrode itself and the little pouch for your cable. Now the cable terminates in 2.5mm plug, which is small, so you're going to need an adapter if you're going to use it with a Western style control box like the 2B, the MK312, that sort of thing. Cable is a decent length and it's very soft and subtle. I'll be discussing the cable more in a minute. Now the electrode itself has two faces with a wide plastic spacer and a fixed cable going into it at one end. Now the gold colour is titanium nitride. Now that is not the ideal material for an electrode because it is quite brittle. However, it is biocompatible. It does work fairly well, but it's brittle. So if you drop this electrode, make sure that you give it a good once over. You're looking for cracks, any delamination. As you can see, it's not the anal or vaginal play. Vaginally, it works very, very well. Nice light. My partner's used it. She likes it. Has a lot of fun with it. Anally, it's functional. It does well. Now it's better than the original egg style electrode that DG Lab have produced. Now if I come over to that, I should be able to show you a picture of it. We'll come into that in a minute. This is the egg that they are selling. It's the same design as in the original Coyote 2. The problem with this mainly is the insulation is really, really small. And as you can see from this, we've got a much wider insulation. Now that means that the current is going through more flesh. So you're getting a wider dispersal of the electrical current, and that basically just feels better. My preference is for electrodes that are wider apart. Some people might like the one on the left there. Now that one is marketed at $32 US. That is quite reasonable for a insertable bipolar electrode. However, this one is not available anywhere else than as part of the actual set. Now, if you were to buy the set, you're looking at $138 for the butt plug, the loops, and this, the Bipolar Electrode B. If you go for the other kit, you get the paw prints as well. Now, if your funds will stretch to it, I would recommend going down the route of getting the paw prints because it is just a much better package. It's a lot of fun, and the paw prints are really, really useful. You can do a lot of things with them, especially in a BDSM sort of play environment. Now that's the good points. There are some bad points. Now on the DG Lab website, they are stating that these insertable electrodes have a cable that has 7 cores inside it and a tensile fibre. Now that is the sort of thing you need on an insertable electrode like this because it goes all the way in. However, as you can see quite clearly, this is not that cable. This is a regular wire containing 2 strands, insulated separately but molded together. I have had a good tug on this. It is strong. However, I don't know what the breaking strain of it is. This corner here is going to be a stress raiser as it's bending, so it's going to weaken at this point. So my concern is if you insert this fully anally and it becomes detached, you're going to have problems passing it. and it might require medical intervention. Am I saying that's going to happen? No, I am not. I am simply saying that is a possibility. The cable that DG Lab market or are stating that they're using gets over that problem because, you know, it has tensile fibre inside to reinforce it. I know the Electro eggs from E-Stim systems have a breaking strain of about 12 kilograms. You know, they are really, really strong. These, I just don't know. It doesn't have that tensile fibre in. It is just 2 wires. It is what it is. Now, if you were planning on inserting this fully, I would recommend doing something like wrapping some 2 floss, you know, dental floss around this section and leaving it hanging outside the body. So if the cable does fail, you have a means of removing it. Personally, I wouldn't be fully inserting this anally. I would use it for vaginal use, or my preference for this is actually have it half in, half out. That develops some really, really nice sensations. And it is a lot safer. You know, if that cable does separate, you can still retrieve it. Am I saying that it's going to happen? Again, no, but it's a possibility. Now, DG Lab need to sort out that marketing. You know, if it says it has that cable, which is a thick rounded cable with tensile fibres inside for safety, that's what they should be fitting. Yeah, if they're not fitting it, and they're obviously not, why not? You know, they need to change their marketing and their advertisements to relate to exactly what is actually being used. It isn't safe. It is safe to use. However, you know, your mileage may vary. Personally, I wouldn't be inserting this all the way unless using a piece of dental floss. So that is it. That is the Bipolar B. As I said, it is only available as part of that kit. It's a nice little electrode. It's not too intimidating in terms of size. It looks nice. You know, the gold finish is different. You know, it's something unique on the market. I like that. However, I do not like the fact that the cable fitted to it is not the cable that DG Lab is saying is fitted it. Now, they're not mentioning this per se because this doesn't have its own product page, but the eggs that I showed you before do have, let me go back to that. Let me just put that on. That is in the marketing blurb for the egg. This egg in particular. And as you can see, even from that picture, that is the same wire as on this. Yeah, it is not the wire that they are saying is fitted to it. So, you know, just bear that in mind if you're going to be buying one of these. Price point, that's a really decent price for an electrode. Get one of these with the kit. You know, if you can use it vaginally, fantastic. If you can use anally, due diligence. You know, think about what you're doing and mitigate any risk that you can see. There is no mention of the breaking strain of this cable on the DG Lab website, so that would be my main concern. And if you're thinking of inserting this fully, that should be your concern as well. So that's it. That is the end of this little teardown. Do you want to see me rip this apart? Yeah, if you do, let me know. Maybe I can do that. Maybe we can actually see how that wire is attached inside. Until then, thankfully, well, I'm getting some subscribers now. This is my 3rd video. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you for everyone who's left a comment in my videos. Hopefully, as this series goes on, I will get better and better with presentation and what I can do with video editing, because this is pretty new to me. I am Ian. I'm the Toothless E-Stim nerd. Stay safe, play safe. I'll be seeing you later.